Wonder how these mysterious drones are linked to end-time prophecy? So your first question is, they're linked? Well, obviously, drones are not in the Bible per se, but there is a link. And for weeks now, the skies above New York and New Jersey have been a host to a phenomenon that feels like it's ripped straight out of the pages of a sci-fi thriller. Drones, not only drones, but now some kind of plasmoid orbs interacting with the drones. Absolutely crazy stuff. And there are those proposing that this supposed lost nuclear material in the New Jersey area is going to lead to a whole new set of lockdowns, apps, and testing, kind of like it's another pandemic. Is this related to the end times? Well, think about all that has happened in the last 2 months and tell me how it isn't related to Bible prophecy. First, we had the Pact for the Future in September and the strengthening of that covenant on the Feast of Trumpets. Then we had the UN voting to divide Israel in a two-state solution. And they're saying they're going to do that by June. Then, just last week, we had the fall of Syria. And now this week, these crazy drones. So the question isn't if they're part of prophecy, but rather how they're related to it. That's why you listen to this channel. This is Bible teacher Nelson Walters. And never in our lifetimes or the lifetimes of any other generation in the last 2,000 years has had so much happen in so quick a time. And Jesus told us in Revelation 22:6 that events would occur with quickness. And they certainly are. So although many of you did not want to believe we were in the tribulation of the 70th week of Daniel back in September when the pact was approved, what are you thinking now that new unbelievable things are happening on a weekly basis? Feeling a little different? Because isn't that what you thought the end times would be like? Now let's examine what these drones are and how they might fit into the picture. They aren't, some kind of hobbyist drones buzzing harmlessly over a park or a beach, but something much more ominous. These objects are large, SUV size, some say, and they move with eerie precision, darting, hovering in ways that defy conventional drone operation. Add flashing lights and ports of erratic patterns, and now these orbs, and it's no wonder the public is gripped with kind of a mix of curiosity and dread. So what's hovering over us? Is it a government secret operation? Are we being prepared for something? Or is it aliens, fallen angels? First, the facts. The USA announced the drones were not foreign and were not military. Isn't that interesting? That means they are domestic, either privately owned or possibly drones of the Justice Department, groups like the CIA, FBI, etc. If they can tell us that much, why aren't they telling us more? And that is the number one question in all of this. Why isn't the government telling us more? Federal agencies have been quick to offer explanations, but these answers muddy the waters so bad, it's obvious that they're lies. The FBI claimed at first that they were manned aircraft taking off and landing in accordance with FAA guidelines. Lie. Another official cited a policy change regarding flight timings. But to everybody, these explanations feel very thin, contradictory, hastily crafted. Americans are increasingly skeptical of their government and their lack of transparency, and we're simply not buying it. If you think the government is lying to you about this, hit the like button right now as a kind of vote against them and what they're doing to us. President-elect Donald Trump, number 47, commented that the U.S. military and intelligence agencies were aware of the drone's origins, but chose not to disclose information publicly. Here's his quote: "Our military knows where they took off from, and for some reason, they don't want to comment." End of quote. So let's dispel what they aren't. They aren't from a foreign power, or the government would shoot them down. They aren't from private companies, or the government would shoot them down. They are from the government or on a government mission Just because the Pentagon denied involvement doesn't mean they aren't U.S. government based. There are many other groups than just the Pentagon. The lack of transparency and the lack of action has led to theories about a cover-up for lost radioactive material or worse. It's all up in the air, ha ha ha, pun intended. So, the second fact I'd like to add is the government response is adding to fear and hype, not decreasing it. Are they intentionally creating this kind of fear and mayhem? Maybe they are. Maybe that's part of the purpose. Now, a lot of fringe voices whisper, is there something extraterrestrial afoot? We know aliens are truly interdimensional beings, not interstellar beings. They're Satan and his fallen angels. They're demonic. But they are not cast out of heaven until the midpoint of the tribulation, and that is 3.25 years from now. We know from Revelation 12:7-9, but that's the case. So I don't think it's fallen angels or aliens at this time. Of course, I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. Although the government could tell us they're aliens and lie. The government isn't beyond that, you know. Remember hearing about something called Project Bluebeam, suggesting that the global elites said they would fake an alien invasion to impose martial law and create a new world order. Proponents of this theory believe the drone sightings and their UFO-like characteristics and all the media hype align with this kind of an agenda, particularly given the timing before, there's going to be a major political transition. I don't know if you heard about that. So I find it possible, but really doubtful. I'm not going in that direction. So what is more probable? I think we all have to admit we really don't know. There's a ton of misinformation out there, and most of it is primarily coming from the government, but also by everyone else. So this is a video about possibilities, not what is known. So let's get started with some of those possibilities. And remember, we're linking this back end-time biblical prophecy. In my mind, it has to line up with that somehow. Now, a former official who was an FBI agent tied to their bureau's mysterious investigations unit asserted that these drone sightings were a coordinated effort potentially masking more sinister events, such as the search for lost nuclear material or a dirty bomb placed in the USA by a foreign actor. This was reported on TV by a social media star. For over a decade, U.S. officials have worried about this kind of thing from adversarial nations, North Korea in particular, that they'd take a nuclear device apart, smuggle its components in the United States, and then reassemble it into a bomb near a target city. If true, it would explain the drone's focus on residential neighborhoods, scanning for hidden radiation signals. You've already heard that there's radiation been detected in both sides of the Hudson River. I have a daughter there, by the way. You can pray for her. And that's just a chilling thought, but not beyond the realm of possibility. So that's a possible scenario. Further complicating this matter, there was a report that surfaced on December 2nd that a medical device containing radioactive material went missing in transit in New Jersey. A report by the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission acknowledged the loss, raising concerns about the use of that material in a potential dirty bomb. This incident could explain the heightened drone activity. Possibly they're equipped with, radiation detectors, and maybe that's what they're doing. And then there's this theory out there that this is the next pandemic of sorts, but instead of a virus as a vector, this time it will be radioactive material. And everything they wanted to do with the pandemic, like lockdowns, apps on your phone, another round of testing, everything to take away your freedom, they're going to do it again. So idea one is that these drones are on a search mission for lost nuclear material. However, since these drones are now being sighted in other places, at other sites, it makes you wonder. For instance, drones just shut down Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio. And they've been sighted in U.S. air bases overseas as well. So are they planning this on a nationwide or even worldwide basis? This theory has fed into fear and panic that the government is once again involved in a larger psyop or false flag event. Would the U.S. government be doing something like this to their own people? Well, they've done it in the past. They've used manipulation and fear to justify a whole bunch of major actions in the past. Here's some examples. The Gulf of Tonkin incident, 1964. There were questionable reports of an attack on a U.S. Navy ship that was used and justified the entire Vietnam conflict. Did you know that? So the justification for that war was probably not honest. Then there was Operation Northwoods. This plan was declassified 20, 30 years later than it was come up with, but that revealed that at that time, 1962, U.S. officials considered staging fake attacks on Americans and blaming them on Cuba to justify, you got it, another war, a military action against Cuba. The Pentagon presented a plan at that time to President Kennedy that he shoot down a USA commercial jet with Americans on it just to justify war. Then there's the post 9/11 Patriot Act. Fear of terrorism was used to expand government surveillance powers dramatically. And closer to our modern day, we have the suspicious origin of the pandemic, etc., etc. The government's not beyond using any of these type of things. These parallel events in the USA show a clear pattern. Manufactured or exaggerated threats serve as a pretext for greater control and power. Are we seeing something like this again? Are we being prepared for something? Maybe so. The president-elect certainly thinks the government knows more than what they're saying about these drones, and he seems at odds with what they're trying to pull off. Did you notice that in his quote? But remember, this is a video about how all this fits into the biblical narrative. And something I've said on this channel for a long time is the main thing is usually the main thing. So what is the main thing going on in this season of prophecy? Well, it's the covenant with the many of Daniel 9:27 and its enforcement. We are under the false peace of the first seal, and its writer attempts to go out conquering and to conquer with peace, with diplomatic means, not with outright war. And the main enforcement they desire is to divide Israel into a two-state solution and to control the nations with international law rather than national sovereignty. Now, in regard to that last part, who is the greatest opponent of globalists on the world stage today? It's 47, right? Whether you like him or you hate him, you must admit he appears to be opposed to what the globalists from the World Economic Forum are in favor of. Yuval Noah Harari, World Economic Forum spokesperson, had this to say after the election about a second 47 term. It's likely to be a kind of death blow to what remains of the global order. Well, to that I applaud. That's great. I would like to see the global order go away. And these are the same guys in the deep state and controlling the deep state. So stopping a second 47 term or reducing his power would be something both the globalists and the deep state would want and would cause the covenant to be strengthened. Yeah, just like the verse says. Shortly after the U.S. elections is when reports of these drones began surfacing. Did you notice that? Could it be related to seizing power from the new president-elect? It's no secret that the new administration wants to dismantle large numbers of those in power in the deep state. So it could be about martial law to take power away from 47 completely, or are the deep state simply flexing their muscles, kind of showing 47 what they're capable of, basically saying, don't get in our way or in the globalist way, because look at what we've done here And this is just a fraction of what we can do if you oppose us. As I said, we don't really know yet. This is a supposition, but it's my biggest suspicion that that's what's happening. When there is a power shift, after all, from one group to another, the group in power doesn't want to give it up to the other group. 47's statement that the government knows about these drones leads some credence to this theory I'm giving you. Have they already talked to him about this, or have they threatened him about this? I don't know, but his statement shows me that he isn't in favor of what's going on, and he thinks the government is behind it. I kind of buy that. Or is the government conducting a search for supposed nuclear material in the New Jersey area? And will this be the excuse for another pandemic-like set of lockdowns, testing, and apps? And will they use this in some way to limit 47's power and impose global laws? If so, let us know how you think that might go down in the comments section. And what about those living in New York City? And yes, I am glad my 2 daughters who live there are coming home for the holidays. And yes, again, please pray for them. But that should be our approach regardless of what's going on, to pray. Whether these drones are foreign, domestic, or something stranger like fallen angels. Their presence is just the next in a series of end-time events happening what seems to be like every week now, so we will keep you informed about what these things are. And the government's silence tells us that we cannot trust them. We must not trust them. We can only trust God. That is our only refuge from now on out. So this event is good practice for me and for you to rely on Him and Him alone. But maybe you didn't hear about what the United Nations is doing to force Israel to divide their land, just as Jesus prophesied the nations would do in Joel 3:2. So much is happening. What is really important is getting swept under the rug, and I don't want that one to get swept under the rug. So click right here to keep watching and discover the near unanimous UN vote that will fully confirm the pact for the future, that it is the covenant with the many, when they get together in June and divide the land. So till then, this is Nelson, and I'll see you there.